couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. Now it's Herbert. Pass incomplete.
No receivers open downfield, so instead of forcing the ball to the sideline, he's going to throw this one down to Fort Worth. He'd rather have the incompletion than the turnover.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Back to throw here, Herbert. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. The defense rising to the challenge and setting them back on the sack.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. So possession goes over here on the punt. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, but you can take the spirit away.
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing now is Stroud. Flushed out right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era. We think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. Second and a couple. Now receiver in motion left. Here they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great play there. With touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And the Cowboys are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. York on now for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Now Ross to return. And now here's Ross. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. And Detroit back in possession of the football. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
On 1st down, it's Herbert. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10. Herbert. His throw incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, so a lot of credit to the defensive game plan and especially the execution.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down. And no move to get Herbert off the field. They're going for this. 4th down for Herbert. Desperation time. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. Got it. Walker now on 1st and 10. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. 62 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. On 1st down, here's Stroud. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Michael Mayer halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Cowboys stretch this 4th quarter lead even further, and they are closing in on win number 12 of the season. Extra point by York is up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. And Detroit getting set to go now. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick them.
There he goes, right side. And he'll go down at the 28. A big play there for Detroit. 52 yards. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well, because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation.
It's now 2nd and 6.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd and 6.
Ray.
Now Herbert off the bootleg. Got his man, Okonkwo. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 14. It's a 10-yard pickup, and that's enough to move the chains. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Herbert operating from the red zone. And it's caught. And in for the Lions touchdown. Rondale Moore. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Lions get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point splits the upright down to 21. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. They hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here the 4th quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be second down.
Ran a perfect defense in this situation. Would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
The Cowboys on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 4. They'll roll him out right. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
He'll buy some time right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out, because this one, it was over a long time ago.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. And they'll go play action here with Stroud. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. But probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the 4th quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back, because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. That's underneath to Pierce, and he'll get it down here to the 43. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
A gain of 9 yards.
On 1st down, Justin Herbert. A short throw taken in by Okonkwo. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. Herbert now. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them, because just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
On 4th down, Herbert. He's got his touchdown. Detroit. A great effort there. 39 yards. And the Lions have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead will be cut down to 14. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And the Cowboys are going to secure the football, and with it, they'll just about secure the victory as well. They knew they needed him. Had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Rolling to his right. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys have put this one to bed here in the fourth quarter. And this win now going to look a little more lopsided on the scoreboard, CD. Now, some may have run out the clock in that scenario, but they wanted to put their foot on the gas, get one more touchdown, and they did just that.
Well, partner, I would say the traditionalists not overly excited about that score. They'd like to see the game played a little bit differently. But what you can't argue with is their execution of that play, because it played out exactly as it was drawn up. It almost would.
This taken in at the goal line. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Well, flag comes in. It's incomplete, and I'm not sure he was still behind the line when he let that one go.
Crucial. And here's the other part. Any part of the quarterback's body that's near that line of scrimmage, he's going to get the benefit of the doubt, so he was clearly over the line.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. One last throw here for Herbert. This was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles's defenses, meanwhile, have a little something to clean up before their next contest.
Yeah, neither end zone had a stop sign, and it did that. I mean, for both sides, visit it, and with frequency. Not fun to be a defensive player, but on the offensive side of the ball, those guys had a blast. One team came away with a victory, even better for them.
So for Dallas, they continue to roll as the win gets them to 12-2 on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for the Lions, they'll drop to 9-5 on the year. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to MetLife Stadium to take on the New York Giants.
Set! Let's go! Let's go! On the double! Ready! Come on, set! Ready! Here we go, set! Ready, ready?